What's going on, guys? So, as many of you guys probably already have heard, Franco Columbu passed away August 30th, so 2 days ago, in a boating accident at the age of 78. And I'm making this video for a few reasons. Mostly, he was a legend in the fitness industry, in the fitness world, the lifting world in general. And a lot of people, I think, have heard the name and don't really know what he's done, how successful of an athlete he really was, and how impressive the guy was just overall. So he was not only a bodybuilder, he won Mr. Olympia bodybuilder as a bodybuilder, but he was also an actor, played in roles next to Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger's training partner, and he was a strongman, and he also was a world-class powerlifter with insane numbers, being under 200 pounds. And back in the day, in the 70s, they just trained hard and lifted heavy weights. And the drugs that were being used were so much less than what's being used today. And you can see that, and they weren't destroying their bodies because the guy was still healthy at 78 years old. He was out fishing off the coast of Italy, or out on a boat, doing whatever, at 78 years old, still living his best life. Didn't die from health problems. That wasn't the issue. He got in a boating accident, which is a tragedy, and it's unfortunate and very sad to hear that. But where I'm going with this is that, so he had, at under 200 pounds, a 525-pound bench press, a 750-pound deadlift, and a mid 600-pound squat. I don't know the exact number. I think it was like 635 or something like that. And those were in meets. So to give you an idea of how strong that is. And to do that back in the day when really they didn't really know what they were doing. All they did was train heavy and eat a lot of food. And I think it shows how much good genetics and work ethic can really do for you. And yes, the guy had freakishly good genetics. And yes, drugs were a factor, but it wasn't all drugs. And the guy was extremely healthy for his entire life. And I think that we need to get back to that mindset of training hard, eating right, and doing something that you can do for the long run, and not something that you're in and out of in 10 years. You don't want to destroy your body. I want to be 78 years old, being able to be out on the water and enjoy myself. That's an awesome goal. So I'm talking with this guy because he was a legend, and he did a lot for the lifting world, and he showed people that you didn't have to be the biggest guy to be the best. And I think that's really, really important. I think that's something that we neglect so much today. Bigger's better. Bigger's not always better. He was a smaller guy, phenomenal shape, like insane. The guy looked phenomenal, but 180 pounds, under 200 pounds. At what was he, 5'7", 5'8"? That's still a big guy, but not what you're seeing today. Not this 300-pound mutant. The classic physique is what he was, and it was phenomenal. And he's a legend, and I basically just want to make the video because I don't think enough people know about him or really know what he did. And it's kind of, I like this. I was kind of concerned because when you hear of bodybuilders die, often people blame drugs, because unfortunately in this industry, drugs is what kills a lot of people in the lifting world. And to see that wasn't what killed him, that what he did was so moderate that with good genetics as well. I'm not going to take that away. But look at a lot of guys from the 70s that were competing. They're all still in good health today. That's just something that it's important, because it means that you can get a lot out of a little. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look at those physiques from the classic era. That's what most people want to look like. So, are you guys out there taking everything under the sun? What's the point of it? I want to live. I want to live till I'm 70 years old and enjoy myself. So anyway, that's all this video is. Wanted to just make a video on him. May he rest in peace. And hopefully you guys learned something about him that you didn't know before. So anyway, that being said, like the video. It's a tragedy. Unfortunately, we lost somebody else in the bodybuilding world, the lifting world, and may he be remembered. So anyway, please like this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys soon.